You're listening to episode 5 of Little Fixes podcast. आज के एपिसोड में मैं बात कर रही हूँ फ्रीलांस सोशल मीडिया प्रोफेशनल प्रीति शर्मा से. In this episode, you will get many actionable ideas if you are looking to start working from home. Second part of this episode will be out next week. Come join in. Welcome to Little Fixes podcast. Raw, real, and super fun chats with wonderful people. We discuss valuable ideas and provide guidance to enrich your life. Join us for relatable stories and practical tips for personal development. चाहे वो आपका करियर हो या फिटनेस, सोशल मीडिया ग्रोथ, फैमिली, सेल्फ केयर और भी बहुत कुछ. This is Matri, celebrity stalker and your host. Hi Preeti, welcome to the show.
Hello, Matri. How are you?
Very well. It's quite late in the night.
I'm loving it. The silence is, something I always want.
नहीं,
these
सही
days.
लग रहा है क्योंकि ऐसा जो नाइट वाला टाइम होता है ना, वो अपने लिए बहुत प्रेशियस होता है. या तो अर्ली मॉर्निंग उठो, बट रात में ना आप ज्यादा फ्री होते हो क्योंकि लगता है यार सुबह तो कभी भी उठ सकता है अपना बच्चा.
Yes.
तो प्रीति, शी इज अ फ्रीलांस डिजिटल मार्केटर. She is also a mom and a blogger. Preeti's freelance journey started after motherhood. She has been successful in getting good clients and offers them valuable work. She works from the comfort of her home, but managing multiple clients, her home, and a toddler requires discipline. तो प्रीति से ही जानते हैं कि वो इतना सब कुछ कैसे कर लेती हैं. But first, an introduction.
Hello, everyone. My name is Preeti, and on Instagram, you might know me as 8 Things by Preeti. And it is, when people hear about my Instagram handle, they ask me, what is this 8 Things all about? So I always say that I can never talk one thing. Right? And being a mother, how can you talk one thing? Matri, can you talk about one thing?
Not possible.
Yeah, not possible. So you have to talk minimum 4, 5, 6 things. I said, let's play safe and let's make it 8 things by Preeti.
नहीं,
So I
8
talk
things
about
mostly people will
multiple
go for a round figure कि कहेंगे 10 things, but you chose 8.
8 things. So why I chose 8 things also, there is I wrote one blog on Momspresso, and which went viral, sort of viral, got 50,000 views in a few days only. So I thought that 8 might be a lucky thing for me. Let's go ahead with 8 because I wanted a number more than 5. So I went ahead with that, and that's how my Instagram handle came into the picture. And I'm doing digital marketing from last 6 years now. I started as a digital marketer in a company in Jaipur. Right, and after doing 99acres.com, magicbricks.com, I ventured into Facebook and Google marketing. Then after becoming a mother, I was doing the full-time job. For 1 year, I did my full-time job. I was working from home, but it was a full-time job, right? So what happens when you become mother and when you do full-time job also, being an ambitious and hyperactive girl, I always wanted to do wonders in my professional career and, make sure that my personal life is on track. So after having a child, I continued my job from home. But when my child turned 5 months, motherhood turned overwhelming. Right. And pressure of performing and proving myself in my job was taking over my head. So I was suffering from postpartum depression and without knowing it. Right. Finally, I decided to give a new shape to my career, left my job and started my freelancing journey. I also started my fitness journey after that. And, I myself came out of postpartum depression, which was after overcoming from the depression, I realized that I was in depression. And sometimes I'm not able to make peace with things, like, I like how no one could realize it and how I wanted to lock myself and do everything. But the best thing happened to me that I decided to help myself. And that's how my freelancing journey began. And what happened when I ventured into my own business, my daughter was already 11 months,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I thought, who will give me work? The worst thing, I thought that I underestimated my services. I
Mm-hmm.
underestimated my product. So
Mm-hmm.
I kept my services for 3,000 rupees a month. I
Mm-hmm.
can't even believe when I'm telling you, Maitri, this thing. So I can't even believe this thing that I offered a whole Instagram and Facebook management in 3,000
Oh,
rupees a month. So
both
that
the
was something,
platforms.
yeah, both the platforms in 3,000 rupees a month. So this was the biggest mistake I did, but I corrected it in a month's time. And
Mm-hmm.
I did not get any client. People would think, "Arey, 3,000 rupees, mein if she's managing, what she will give?"
Ah.
Right? I understood that I have not priced my product right, and I will have to price it right. And in November 2017, I got my first client. It was
Mm-hmm.
a resort. It was a water sports company.
Mm-hmm.
They took a chance on me, and they gave me their Instagram handle to manage, and only Instagram handle for 12,000 rupees a month, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
was a good thing for me to start, right?
Yes.
Because when it comes to services, I feel that investment is very less.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So that's how I started my freelancing journey.
नहीं, इट्स ओके। आई थिंक ये जो आपने बताया ना, इट्स वेरी रिलेटेबल फॉर मी ऑल्सो, क्योंकि मेरे साथ भी यही हुआ। आई
Hmm.
केप्ट sticking to my full-time job even after Idaya's birth, and by the
Hmm.
time she was 7 months or so, I kind of gave up. I was like, नहीं हो पाएगा।
नहीं हो पाएगा, yeah, exactly. You मतलब sometime you feel that if you are working from home, the your company is doing a favor for you. You have to do more, you have to do
हाँ
more.
हाँ।
And as a mother also, you want to do more, you want to do more. This is the, I tell you, मतलब being a female na,
हम्म।
the this is a very big mistake that we all do. To do more, we do not discipline and we do not restrict to time, that
हम्म।
I will give 2 hours to this thing, that means 2 hours to this thing.
हम्म।
So what we do, नहीं हमारा ये काम होकर के रहना ही चाहिए, तो we give 6 or 7 hours minimum, right? So
हम्म।
that takes toll on your health and your fitness and everything, and then everything goes for a toss. My mental health went for a toss.
इट हैपेंस, नाउ
Yeah,
वी कैन लाफ ऑन इट, बट
yeah,
जब
yeah,
उस वक्त
yeah.
ये हो रहा था हमारे साथ, तो वी डिडंट इवन नो कि यार ये क्या हो रहा है।
Yeah, exactly. I would cry in a room, I would lock myself, I would make it dark and love that space. Now I laugh on this and bloody hell, what did I do with myself? But
तो
finally things changed.
यस, और ऐसी सिचुएशंस में आई थिंक बहुत सारी मॉम्स होंगी जिनका
Yeah,
मे बी न्यू मदरहुड है। ये मतलब बहुत सारे ऐसे सिचुएशन हो सकते हैं, या फिर दे वांट टू स्टार्ट समथिंग।
yeah, I guess बहुत बार क्या होता है, जब हम मम्मी बन जाते हैं ना, मदरहुड जैसे ही हमारे पैर छूता है, राइट? तो जैसे ही हम मदरहुड में वेंचर करते हैं, तो हम लोगों को क्या लगता है, वी कुड हैव डन सो मच बेटर विथ आवर लाइफ विदाउट बिफोर किड,
हाँ
राइट? सो
हाँ
वी स्टार्ट फीलिंग कि हम बच्चे से पहले कितना कुछ कर सकते थे यार, हमने क्यों नहीं किया?
हाँ।
सो अभी जब बच्चा इज ऑक्यूपाइंग 12-13 आवर्स अ डे, तब हमें वो करने की लगती है सब कुछ चीजें, राइट?
हाँ।
तो उससे क्या होता है, हमारा माइंड ब्लॉक हो जाता है,
हम्म।
and neither we are able to do professionally something good, nor we are able to do personally something good. तो
हम्म।
उसके लिए बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन क्या है, आई टेल यू, कि सबसे पहले you do one thing, whatever you want to do after becoming a mother na, whatever you want to do for your career, write it down in a book,
हम्म।
in a notebook, right?
हम्म।
So suppose there are 5 goals that I want to, not everyone wants to become an entrepreneur, right? And
राइट।
which is okay. If someone wants to work again, then you write, I want to get back to my job, and I want to take care of my child, and I want to do this, right? You write it down so that your mind will be free. Now what you have to do, now you will have to focus how. Once what is clear, you can focus on how. But until your what is not clear, you cannot focus on how. My product is my social media services, but then I also give a few small services, like caption writing services. A lot of bloggers are there, right? So this is called ghost writing,
Yes.
right? What you do is that you write for someone else, but your name is not given to your writing. So you write without being featured on their blog or without being featured on their Instagram account. So that's how you will have to come up with small products. Now, suppose my passion is painting, and I want to start a product on painting. Suppose I want to sell my paintings. Now you will have to come with a creative product like there are 7 spiritual mantras of success. So now you think about 7 paintings which have one painting, each painting has one mantras, and you can keep it on your office desk. So that's how you will have to design the product, and then you start selling the product. Once how is clear, then you can focus on the third thing, which is where. So there are multiple platforms, right? In some cases, there must be some distribution channels that they will come across, and in some cases, there will be online platforms, right? So if we talk about products, there are etsy.com, and then Amazon, then Shopclose, and then multiple online selling platforms where you can sell your product, right? Once you are a registered proprietor, register yourself first. Why I say that? Because tomorrow you will find giving someone a reason that I do not have my GST number, I do not have this, that's why I left my business, that's why I closed my business. So that should not come into the picture. Register yourself first, because it will take hardly 5,000 rupees or 6,000 rupees total. I'm talking about the whole expense which comes into paperwork and everything. After registering, now you can sell. If you have a product, you can sell on ETSY or anywhere. And then if you have a service, you have to design it properly, and you have to choose a few channels. Do not choose all the channel as your marketing channels. Only choose 2 or 3. So I choose Instagram and Facebook as my marketing channels, right?
Okay, to market your services.
To market my services. Now, the best thing mom bloggers can do, if mom bloggers are hearing me, then what they can do is that they already have a face value,
Yes.
right? Now they will have to bring that face value into their brand. So they should start introducing their services in their personal blog.
Right.
This is how you build credibility. See, the toughest work is to get first project.
Yes.
Once you get the first project, you will have references, you will have a chance to prove yourself. Sorry, I will get back to where. Where is so I chose where, my platforms. Now if you want to get some small projects or small assignments, you do not want to venture into proprietorship, or you do not want to venture into entrepreneurship, then what you can do is that there are websites like Flexibees, Upwork. The third website is Internshala, which is not really very good until and unless you have a hang of putting your profile again and again. So generally what happens on Flexibees, that you just upload your resume and they will call you for work from home options. You do not have to apply for jobs. And the other website I talk about, Upwork needs a very good profile. So you put all the experiences you have on in your profile, and then get projects. Generally Upwork has foreign clients. So they pay you in dollar, and that's the next thing. We can talk about the payment and all comes very late. I do not want to tell moms that you will start earning soon. No. This never happens. You do not start earning soon, even if you are a freelancer. You know, बाहर से देख करके ऐसे लगता है कि अरे हाँ, this is a freelancer and she must be earning this much and that much. नहीं, even आपकी सैलरी रीच करने के लिए भी आपको 1 साल 1.5 साल लग जाता है. तो एज अ फ्रीलांसर, since you are working alone, so once the where is clear, now moms can move ahead. So I guess what, how, where, 3 things should be clear to start into or venture into a freelancing.
We have all the platforms discussed. Once you start getting the work, if you market yourself well, you definitely will get work. Maybe we will start with a single project, but soon you might have a lot of work. So
Lot of
if
work,
you
yes.
do have a lot of work, how do you think you can manage your time? Because you are working from home, so it's easy to go, slightly off your way. तो आप कैसे मैनेज कर पाते हो? क्योंकि आपके पास भी आई एम श्योर बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स होंगे. हाँ, तो ये
Yes.
कैसे कर सकते हैं कि अपना काम भी इग्नोर नहीं हो, घर भी इग्नोर नहीं हो, और बेबी भी इग्नोर नहीं हो, और काम भी हो जाए और अपना भी ध्यान रख पाए हम?
So ऐसा कुछ रामबाण तो मेरे पास नहीं है, बट फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट एक्सेप्टेंस. आपको ये एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा कि इफ यू आर वर्किंग फ्रॉम होम, यू आर 24 hours an employee, you are
Yes.
24 hours an entrepreneur, you are 24 hours a mom. You will have to accept this fact. So you cannot आप अपने बच्चे पे स्क्रीम नहीं कर सकते कि अरे मेरे पास काम ज्यादा है, why are you coming to me? नहीं भाई, you chose this work, right?
Yeah.
You chose to work with your kid, so you will have to be polite with your work, with your client as well as your kid. The best thing about is, I will tell you कि I wish मुझे कोई ये 3 साल पहले बता देता. Right? Start meditating. Whenever you get time, start meditating. You can do wonders if you start meditating. Just give 10 minutes to meditation and you will sort out everything. First thing. Second thing is how to manage everything is that always give 1 hour to your business.
Okay.
Generally what I do, I drop my daughter at her school and I do not come back home for 3 hours.
Okay.
This is my routine. So what I do, I go to a cafe or a co-working space and I take per day this thing, per day occupation thing, and then I sit there for 3 hours minimum, and I give 2 hours exclusively to PS Digital Studio, which is my business. I do not work for any client. I do not do any blogging thing, or I do not do any writing assignment during that time. Whatever I do it for PS Digital Studio. So the old clients will take a back seat in those 2 hours, right? And after that, when my daughter sleeps, I work, right? First, now never take work for more than 5 hours if you are working from home.
Okay, include for all the projects,
If you have a all the projects. If you have a toddler under 5 years, if you have a full-time help at home, then you can take more than 5 hours. Otherwise, do not take more than 5 hours. I only have help for cooking and doing some domestic work. I do not have a full-time work, full-time help, right? So generally I do not take more than 5 hours work, and do not give more than committed hours.
That's very important.
So suppose I took one account thinking in my mind that array, this will take only 1 hour of my work, let me charge 8,000 rupees a month. But the very next day the work started and I involved myself so much that the account I took is taking 3-4 hours. We have to observe it every 2-3 days. So generally क्या होता है, हम लोगों को पता ही नहीं चलता है कि हम किस अकाउंट को 4 घंटे देने लग गए, किस अकाउंट को 5 घंटे देने लग गए, और जनरली हमारी जो बाकी की चीजें होती है ना पर्सनल, वो हिट कर जाती है. सो सबसे पहले तो सब लोग क्या करते हैं, एक्सरसाइज छोड़ देते हैं, जिमिंग छोड़ देते हैं, वॉक छोड़ देते हैं, राइट? नहीं, मतलब आई एम टेलिंग यू वेरी बेसिक रियलिटीज कि अगर काम आ रहा है ना तो मुझे लगता है कि अरे यार जिम जा करके क्या फ़ायदा है, यहाँ पे अगर मुझे 7-8,000 रुपीज़ एक्स्ट्रा मिल रहे हैं तो आई विल सिट एट होम एंड डू
हाँ
दिस,
हाँ।
complete this. No, never do
हम्म।
this. When I started gymming, I added one more project.
अच्छा।
सो आई वॉज वंडरिंग कि अगर मैं जिम जाऊंगी तो बाकी फिर मैं पीएच डिजिटल स्टूडियो को टाइम दे दूंगी बाकी का, और फिर कैसे मैं वापस से प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम करूंगी. बट दिस इज हाउ थिंग्स गो. एवरी टाइम यू विल हैव 5-6 थिंग्स पेंडिंग. यू विल हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. डू नॉट टेक, मतलब उसको बिल्कुल सिर पे मत चढ़ने दो, अगर मैं बिल्कुल देसी लैंग्वेज में
हाँ
बोलूँ
हाँ।
तो उसको सिर पे मत चढ़ने दो. 5-6 चीजें अगर पेंडिंग है तो पेंडिंग रहने दो, करते रहो उन पे काम. यू कीप ऑन गिविंग योर 100%, बट 100% से 101 मत करो. जैसे ही आप 101% करोगे अपनी प्रोफेशनल के अंदर, तो जो आपका पर्सनल वाला 100% है उसमें से 1% कम हो जाएगा.
हाँ।
That's what I want to suggest. That if you want to discipline your life, then give as per your committed hours.
जैसे अभी आपने बताया कि यू गिव टाइम टू योर पीएस डिजिटल स्टूडियो, so how can moms promote themselves? Like you said, there are some platforms, there is social media where you can promote, but how to start कि हम ये सर्विस दे रहे हैं आपको, तो how to make clients notice you?
See, there are two ways. Since I'm a social media marketer, I will always choose social media as a platform. So once you have decided your passion, you have realized your passion, right? After that, you start working on your passion and you start designing your product or service. Product and service is designed. Now you start, either you make a new page on Instagram or Facebook. If you feel you can manage 2 pages easily, because for me it is very easy. I can manage 5-7 accounts on Instagram at a time. So switching to profiles is very convenient for me, but it cannot come naturally for other mom,
Yes.
any other mom, right? And if you feel that नहीं हो रहा है आपसे ये प्रोफाइल स्विचिंग का काम, तो आप अपनी खुद की ही प्रोफाइल से स्टार्ट करो. Say there is a mom who designs a product and says that I will write in Hindi. There are a few writers only in Hindi. अभी इतने Instagram पे इतने writers नहीं है हिंदी में, right? And I will give my services to all the clients. And so what you do, find out what is your target market is. Now a restaurant owner might not hire you for your Hindi work. But a pregnancy app or someone whose target market is, people who are coming on Facebook but reading in Hindi might be your target audience.
Yes.
Now target audience is decided that this pregnancy app or some website who write in Hindi, or who are already publishing their content in Hindi, they are my target market.
Yes.
So either find out their job this thing.
Job portal.
Generally job IDs are available. Yeah, job IDs are available on their website. You find out that, and trust me, the way you are searching for a work, the same way someone is searching to hire an employee who has skills like you.
Yeah.
This is one thing you have to feed in your mind again and again, that someone is looking for me, someone is looking for me. When I started thinking about this, Maitri, I started getting more projects. So when I thought that they might need me, and you just tell yourself that yes, someone is seeking me and I need to meet on the way. So you start writing to them that I can write in Hindi. And then there is one Facebook group called Media Movement. You will have to keep a very very intense track.
Yes, that group
of
is
activity.
crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And so many people are there and talented people are there. Trust me. So as soon as a query comes for anything, writing job or anything, hundreds of email IDs are provided.
Yes.
Same way, email IDs would be there who will need employees, right? Who will need content writer, who will need graphic designer, who will need someone related to media field. So you find out them and that's what you will do in that 1 hour which you will take for your business. I still find out people and send them proposals, even if they do not ask.
अच्छा.
I still send. You just make a, matlab, weekly I have made a target that I will send 5 proposals every week. Sometimes it happens that on Sunday I sit and send 5 proposals. No, it is very, घर पे बैठ करके क्या होता है, हमारे सिर पे कोई होता नहीं है, बॉस होता नहीं है हमारे सिर पे, और हमें क्या लगता है कि अरे नहीं यार ठीक है, आज नहीं कल कर लेंगे, कल नहीं आज कर लेंगे. Until and unless you will discipline yourself, your work from home business will not flourish.
Yes.
तो आपको अपने सिर पे बैठ करके खुद डंडा मारना पड़ेगा, तब जा करके आप आगे बढ़ोगे.
That's a lot of hard work. जो भी लोग सोचते हैं कि
Yeah.
freelancing is easy,
Is
it's
easy.
not.
No, it is not. It is not. See, you leave a job because of a boss, and you leave your freelancing business because of a boss only. Because पहले केस में बॉस होता है इसलिए आप छोड़ देते हो, दूसरे केस में बॉस नहीं होता है इसलिए आप छोड़ देते हो. खुद का अगर बॉस बनने का हम लोगों को सबको शौक होता है यार. जब हम जॉब कर रहे होते हैं तब सब लोगों को लगता है कि अरे यार फ्रीलांसिंग कर सकते हैं, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कर सकते हैं, या फिर मतलब वी कैन स्टार्ट आवर ओन बिजनेस, इतने आइडियाज हैं, ये सब है. लेकिन जब तक हम लोग खुद को टाइम नहीं देंगे ना, तब
नहीं
तक
होगा.
इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल.
Hey, I'm sure आपको वर्क फ्रॉम होम के बहुत सारे बेसिक एंड नॉट सो बेसिक्स आइडियाज पता चले प्रीति से. स्ट्रैटेजी बनाना स्टार्ट कर दो एंड वेट फॉर द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ दिस एपिसोड, जिसमें होंगे more ideas and some tips for mom bloggers as well. Hope you enjoyed these little fixes for freelancers. Subscribe to Little Fixes podcast wherever you're listening to it. You can reach me on littlefixespodcast@gmail.com or on Instagram @littlefixespodcast. If you want to be a guest here or have any suggestions, do drop in. Stay hooked. Bye.